Good afternoon, Yankees Nation. You are here with Ken on The Ugly Truth. We will be doing today's play by play, hopefully for your viewing entertainment. Want to start out going over the Yankees lineup today. A little bit different than usual. At first base, leading off, Ben Rice will be uh, hitting. Hitting out of the two-hole, Trent Grisham playing center field. Hitting out of the three-hole will be the captain, Aaron Judge. He will be DHing today. Cody Bellinger will be playing right field today, hitting cleanup. Jazz Chisholm will be playing third base and hitting fifth. Jason Dominguez will be manning the left field post and be hitting sixth. Anthony Volpe, once again, will be hitting seventh at shortstop. JC Escarra will be behind the dish, hitting eighth. And Oswald Peraza will be manning second base. So no DJ today. So it is once again a different lineup. Hey Jacob, hey Nancy, how y'all doing? We're just before airtime. Question that has been circling around here lately over the last week or so are the Yankees a World Series championship team? Most people seem to think not. Hey CT, welcome to the stream. I personally feel that we have the components that could win a championship. But what we are not is we're not playing like a championship team. Some of the things that annoy me is the impatient at-bats. Pitchers have actually been holding it down for the most part. There are still some lingering bullpen issues that need to be addressed. But as far as the base of the team, I think that we are fine. I've seen the demands for a Anthony Volpe either trade or head to the minor leagues. First question that I ask is, if we send him down, who replaces him? We've had the comments of bringing George Lombard Jr., who is at Double-A and certainly not ready to be a major leaguer. Letting Peraza take over the helm. Why, I'm not sure. He is a good defensive shortstop. However, his bat is no better than Volpe. Actually, it's considerably worse. So, that being said, I think that the Yankee fans need to calm down. I would like to see more Jason Dominguez playing time. I think that he's done a good job. And frankly, if we actually give him the opportunity, I believe that we will succeed. How do y'all feel? Any thoughts, ideas, suggestions, comments? We are probably about a couple of minutes before all right. CT would like to see Volpe sat. Today's matchup is going to feature Zach Eflin from the Orioles. He's probably the closest thing they have to an ace. He's 6-3 on the season versus Clark Schmidt, who is 3-3 on the season, but he does have a decent ERA. Clark tends to pitch well against lighter hitting teams, which the Orioles are. Excuse me. Don't do that, please. Uh, if he keeps his breaking stuff under control, I think that he'll do fine. We should get a quality start out of him. Sorry about that. Well, CT Eflin does give up the long ball, but I don't give a damn about the home run. What I want to see is an actual effort to have patient at bats and drive the ball. Whether it's out of the park or line drives, I don't care. We have to do a better job with situational hitting. And God's honest truth, most people don't seem to think it, but I do. Uh, we need to add an actual real leadoff hitter. We are pogoing through leadoff hitters every other day. Hey FJ, how you doing? We don't seem to be able to get a consistent lineup, and I think a lot of it deals with we never know who the heck is hitting leadoff. Are there candidates out there that could do it? Sure. Are we willing to make the trades for them? I don't have the answer for that. We are just a couple of minutes before first pitch. And we are seeing pictures of Yankee Stadium, and there actually are a lot of Orioles jerseys there, surprisingly enough. For the Orioles today, Jackson Holiday will be leading off, followed by Westberg and Henderson. Ryan O'Hearn will be hitting cleanup. Laureano, Cowser, Gary Sanchez hitting out of the 7-hole. Yankee killer Chris Mullins is in there, and Urias will be manning the 9-hole. Clark Schmidt this season is 3-3 with a 3.16 ERA. He has an opponent batting average of 212 against him, very respectable, and he has 8.8 strikeouts per 9. He's given up 6 long balls this season, and that's something I hope not to see. But he is certainly capable of handling the Orioles. Today is definitely a better lineup for the Orioles than yesterday. My personal opinion, it was a game that was very winnable, but the Yankees do what they do. They let bad teams hang around, and it usually comes to bite us in the butt. So hopefully we learned our lesson from yesterday, and throughout the last 10 days, we will actually take it to the Orioles, put our foots in their necks, and keep them down, and just keep going. Don't rest on a 2 or a 3-run lead. Keep kicking their butts. All right, we have Clark Schmidt on the bump warming up, getting his last warm-ups in there before we get the first pitch. I say that any Yankee player who doesn't pull his weight will be forced to shave the beard. Beard is a privilege, not a right. No support, no hands up. What the hell? Hey, Jonathan. Yeah, I saw that. Well, hold on. Schmidt sets and he fires the first pitch into Holiday, who fouls it straight back. Count is 0-1. I saw that Hill was able to throw 20 pitches to live hitting. Didn't have any issues, and will continue to. And the next pitch is a cutter that paints the top of the strike zone. Count is strike 2. Count is 0-2. So hence a possible return in late July. Clark sets and he fires. The curveball is hit directly to Peraza, who shoots it to Rice at first to record the first out of the inning. Yeah, Hill threw 20 pitches. Key thing will be to watch what happens tomorrow, see how his recovery is. Hey, Dev, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. And Schmidt sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled directly back by Westberg. Westberg is hitting .229 in the season, 7 home runs, 14 RBIs, and a .719 OPS. And Clark sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. Count is now 0-2. Andy Fletcher is the home plate umpire, and he is hitter friendly, so watch out. Next pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains 0-2. And Schmidt sets. And he brings the pitch. It is a cutter up out of the strike zone. Count is now 1-2. As you can tell, I've gone with the traditional Yankee baseball hat, and I'm wearing pinstripes today. A measure of desperation, perhaps. And Schmidt sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate, brings the count to 2-2. All right, Clark, don't do your thing. Actually, stop nibbling and go after this guy. And the next pitch is a sweeper way off the plate. Not even close. And Gunnar Henderson is on deck. Schmidt sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate for ball 4. And Justin Clark Schmidt, true fashion, cannot close a hitter. It went from 0-2 to 4-2. Wonderful. Henderson is coming up to bat. He has a 14-game hitting streak going on. Looking to extend it to the big 1-5. And the pitch to Henderson is inside for ball 1. That is 4 straight balls. And Schmidt sets. He brings the pitch, and it paints the bottom of the strike zone with a cutter for strike 1. Count evens at 1-up. For those of you just joining the stream, the score is donut. There is a runner at first with 1 out, and Gunnar Henderson is up with a 1-1 count. Clark Schmidt is 12 pitches deep, and he sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is fouled sharply down the first base line. Count is now 1-2. Schmidt steps back on the rubber. And there is a pickoff attempt at first. Westberg is in there head first, just ahead of the tag. First disengagement. And the pitch is in there, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. On the season, Henderson is hitting .385. And Schmidt sets and fires. This time the ball is fouled off. And this is what I'm talking about, Clark Schmidt. He's at 15 pitches. He has one out, and he can't put a hitter away. Don't think that he should be a starting pitcher. And Schmidt sets, and the pitch is way outside, and Westberg steals second base. So, interesting fact, J.C. Escar is 0 for 18 trying to throw out runners. And the next pitch is up and away, so the count is now 3-2. So once again, a 2-strike count to full count. Schmidt sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. The Orioles are dropping up the pitch count for first inning again. Up comes the ninth pitch of the at-bat, and the pitch is down low for ball 4. Second walk of the game. So that is back-to-back walks. And cleanup hitter Ryan O'Hearn is on the base. He is hitting .304 with 10 home runs and an .864 OPS. And the first pitch is a ball inside and low. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is evened up at 1-1. And the runners take their lead. They set and they fire, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is now 1-2. Schmidt is at 22 pitches. And the pitch is in there for call, strike 3. Knuckle curve froze O'Hearn. So that is the second out of the inning. And Laureano is coming up to bat. Laureano is hitting 264 on the season. Schmidt checks the runners and fires the first pitch in there for call, strike one. Laureano is hitting 264 on the season, 9 home runs, 22 RBIs, and an 843 OPS. Hey, Joe, how's it going? And the pitch is hit sharply down the third baseline, but foul. Count is now 0-2. So is Clark going to walk this guy now? He's up 0-2. He's already done it with two other batters. Schmidt is at 25 pitches. Count is 0-2. And once again, a sweeper way off the plate brings the count to 1-2. Let me guess. Schmidt is going to throw another sweeper outside trying to paint the corner, and it'll be 2-0. And Schmidt steps off the mound to consider throwing that sweeper once again. Schmidt is 26 pitches deep. And Laureano pops the ball. Jazz is tracking it in shallow left field, and he has the ball in his glove. So that is the third out of the inning. And we are headed to the home half of the first, where we will have Rice, Grisham, and Judge due up. So why is Rice hitting leadoff? Why is Grisham in the top three? Incredible. Like I said, championship caliber team, not playing like it, certainly not being managed like it. Ridiculous. No, Joe, I didn't get everything done, but got good ideas. Came back for the play-by-play. But my son is going back out with my wife so that they can check on my choices or my thoughts, because I need validation from my kid. Joe, I don't have a good answer for you. Goldie and Big G are out of the lineup today. Eflin is 6-3 on the season with a 4.81 ERA. Opponents are hitting 279 against him, and he only has a 5.9 strikeout rate. And the first pitch is inside to Rice. It is a cutter. Ball one. And Eflin sets and he fires, and Rice hits the ball to right field, and the center fielder Mullins is going to clamp it down for the first out. Well, at least it wasn't a one pitch out. Hello, Celia. How are you doing? And Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is in there, a cutter for call, strike one. And let me see. Let me guess. I'm a Schwami, so I'm going to say that Grisham is going to foul the next pitch off. And the pitch is in there. Oh, it's in the dirt. I guess my powers of observation are not that keen. The Jedi Force is not with me yet. And the pitch to Grisham, he shows Bunton pops it up, and it is fouled away. So now the count is 1-2. And Aaron Judge is on deck, most likely to be there with no runners on. And the pitch is a curveball down low. Count evens up at 2-2. And the pitch is hit to right field. And that one is going, and gone. So when I start bashing Grisham, getting ready to put him on the bench, what's he do? He goes yard. So the Yankees take a 1-0 lead. That was a Yankee Stadium special. It left at 97.9 miles per hour and went 343 feet. Hey Tommy, how's it going? Well, Grishbaum just hit a home run in the bottom of the first. Yankees lead 1-0. And the captain is up. First pitch is a sweeper off the plate for ball one or strike one. And the next pitch is inside. Count evens up at 1-1. And the captain fouls the pitch off. Count is 1-2. And the captain takes his standard timeout with 2 strikes, picks himself up a rock and flips it to the side. Judge is hitting 371 on the season, 27 RBIs, or 27 home runs, 61 RBIs. Eflin sets, and the pitch is way inside, brings the count even to 2-2. And Eflin fires, and the pitch is a curveball that is down and away. Count is now 3-2. And the next pitch is just off the plate for ball 4, and Judge is heading to first. Eflin is 13 pitches deep into his outing. Cody Bellinger is coming up to bat. And Eflin checks on the runner. And the pitch is a cutter off the plate for ball 1. Cody Bellinger is hitting 259 on the season. Eflin throws the pitch. It is a changeup down the dirt. Count is now 2-0. Hey everyone, how is the volume there? Is it loud enough? Let me know, please. And the pitch is swung on and fouled off into the left field bleachers. Count is now 2-1. Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate the feedback, brother. And Eflin sets. He brings the pitch, and it is off the plate. Change up. Count is now 3-1. Let's get it done. And the pitch is hit right up the middle, and it is going to squirt through to center field. Judge is going to head to second and stick. He thought about it, but Mullins charged the ball and was able to get it in quickly. So Jazz is coming up to bat. Sit him down for a nap, please. In my bedroom. It should take 5 minutes.
Oh, it's open already. It's only loosely closed.
And the captain is taking his lead. Jazz is in the box. Eflin is set. And he fires a curveball that Jazz swings over the top of for strike one. Jazz is hitting 236 on the season, 10 home runs, 26 RBIs, and a 799 OPS. And the next pitch is up and in for ball one. Count is even at 1-1. Can we actually do a crooked number? Hey, FJ, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. Sweet Jazz. Come on, brother. And the pitch is off the plate for 2-1 count. Eflin sets and he brings it. And that pitch is off the plate. It is now 3-1. Eflin is up to 22 pitches. For those of you just joining the stream, we're in the bottom of the first. The Yankees lead 1-0. Runners at first and second with one out. And Jazz fouls this one off into the left field stands. Count is now 3-2. Eflin has thrown 23 pitches, 13 balls, and 10 strikes. Eflin sets and he fires, and this time Jazz fouls it off, hits the screen on the first base side, and we're going to reset and do it again. La, 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 la. Come on, Jazz. Some music, baby. And the pitch comes in, and it is called strike three. He was locked up on the sinker as it broke over the middle. No swing. Strike three and 2 down. Non-productive out. J.C. Dominguez is coming up to bat, and he's actually hitting from the left side of the plate. And the pitch to Dominguez is fouled down the first base line. Strike one. 0-1. It is runners at second with 2 outs and an 0-1 count on Jason Dominguez. Dominguez is hitting 238 on the season with 6 home runs. And the pitch is just inside. Count evens up at 1-1. Eflin's sinker looks like it's got a lot of movement on it today. All right, and Dominguez swings over a curveball that is in the dirt. Never was a strike. What the hell? Count is now 1-2. And the pitch is a curveball down. Count is now 2-2. Dominguez is back in the box. He's ready for it. Eflin brings it, and he locks up Dominguez for Call, strike three, looking spectacular from the last two batters. The plus is that the Yankees did strike first once again on a solo home run, but left runners on the bases and could not bring a guy in from scoring position with less than 2 outs. Spack freaking tacular. And once again, playing down to the level of competition and looking at the ramifications of them coming back and biting us in the butt like they did yesterday. That being said, I'm going to step away from the camera and check on the little 4-year-old, make sure he is taking a nap. I will be right back. Fast play contestant of the game is Daniel Winneman of Mount Lake Park, Maryland. We won $500 to be selected, and you win $500 more for every Orioles home run. You win $5,000 for each Orioles Grand Slam that they learn how to be the fast play contestant of the game. FBLive.com. And we are back, and the first pitch is in there for call, strike one. Colton Cowser is up to bat. He's hitting .215 on the season, 6 home runs and 10 RBIs. Next pitch is up high, evens the count at 1-1. And the pitch is in there for call, strike one or strike two. And Cowser takes timeout. Schmidt fires the pitch, and it is a knuckle curve inside. Evens the count up at 2-2. Schmidt sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. And the pitch is flung on and missed. Cowser is down on strikes. Nice sinker. Former Yankee Gary Sanchez, who victimized us last night, is up to bat, and the first pitch is hit. It is a pop-up. Rice is closing, and he makes the catch. And that is 2 outs. That was a one pitch out. Love to see it on the bad guys, not on us. Hey, Sean, glad to see you jumping in the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. Cedric Mullins, another Yankee killer, is coming up to bat. And the first pitch into him is bunted foul. Mullins is hitting 225 on the season, 12 home runs, 35 RBIs, and a 757 OPS. Mullins is a trade candidate at the deadline, and the next pitch is a cutter up and out of the strike zone. Evens count up at 1-1. And the pitch is fouled off. It's going to make the stands. Count is now 1-2. And in true Yankee Stadium fashion, the Death Star horn is going off. And Mullins takes time out of the box. It was a quick one because he sets and he fires, and the pitch is up and away. Evens the count up at 2-2. And Schmidt sets and he fires, and he locks up Mullins with a knuckle curve for call, strike 3. Mullins is questioning the call, but he can carry his butt and get some splinters in his butt on the bench. And we are coming to the home half of the second, where we will have Anthony Volpe, J.C. Escara, and Oswald Peraza coming up to bat. That is 7, 8, and 9. If you haven't, please hit the like button. If you are not, please subscribe and share this channel out. We are at 131 subscribers, looking for that 150 benchmark. Anything that you can do would be most appreciated. Following our play-by-play, hop over to NY Yankees Mania with Joe to have a post-game review. This is the only time I get all week. You don't realize how much and we are in a commercial break at this time. And we are back to the live feed. And Volpe is in the box, and he takes a sweeper on the outside corner for call, strike 1. Volpe is currently on an 0 for 24 streak, and the pitch is off the plate, evens the count up at 1-1. And in true Yankee fan fashion, they have turned their backs on him and have given him a steady hail of hate. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is into Volpe, and he shoots it down the right side, foul. Count remains 1-2. And Eflin sets and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Strikeout once again. So that is 0 for 25. And JC Escara is coming up to bat. The first pitch is down low for ball one. Count is 1-0. Those of you just joining the stream, we're in the bottom of second. Yankees lead 1-0. There are no runners on, and one out. And the next pitch to Escara is hit down the line. And that one is going, and gone. A second deck shot for JC Escara. Wow, a catcher that actually hits. Surprise, surprise, surprise. That is Escara's second home run on the season. And that one left his bat at 99.9 miles an hour and went 381 feet. So that is now a 2-run lead. Patience and a level swing. Amazing what happens when you do the baseball fundamentals. And Peraza comes up swinging. First pitch is a cutter, and the count is now 0-1. Eflin sets, and the next pitch is attempted bunt, but he misses it. Now it's 0-2. And the pitch is hit weakly to Henderson. Henderson shoots it across the diamond to Hearn for the second out of the inning. Eflin is at 40 pitches, and leadoff hitter Ben, what the hell am I doing here? Rice is up to bat. And the first pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Eflin sets and he fires, and Rice fouls the second pitch off. It is 0-2. So let's see. Locked up looking or weak ground ball to the infield. Any takers? And the pitch to Rice is swung on and fouled. And we'll reset and do it again. Eflin brings the pitch, and it is just off the plate. Count is now 1-2. And the pitch is a curveball down and in. Count is now evened at 2-2. And Eflin sets. He brings the pitch. And Rice hits this one a ton. This one is going, and gone in the upper deck also. A back to, actually, was it back to back? That is the third solo home run by the Yankees. That one left the bat at 104.4 miles an hour and went 381 feet. The score is now 3-0. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is in the dirt. Evens the count up at 1-1. Eflin sets and he fires, and Grisham hits a line drive to right field. Nice base hit for Trent. That is Grisham's second hit of the day. A 2-out single. And the judge is stepping into the changer. So all rise. Eflin is at 49 pitches. Sanchez is called timeout. He's on the mound talking with Eflin. And the captain is there. He is 0 for 0 with a walk in the first inning. What do you want to bet that Sanchez says? Slider, blown away. Slider, blown away. Don't throw the ball in the middle. And Sanchez is set up on the outside corner. And a slider that Judge swings over the top of that was out of the strike zone and away. Go figure. Count is 0-1. Eflin is now at 50 pitches. Captain, can you be a leader by example? Show patience and actually hit balls that are in the strike zone? Eflin sets and he fires. This time the curveball is outside and in the dirt. Judge doesn't swing at it. A miracle. Count is now 1-1. And the pitch is called strike 2. Count is 1-2. Eflin sets. Sanchez is lined up outside, and the sweeper is off the plate. Evens the count at deuce. And you can tell they're trying to tempt him to go off the plate. Cody Bellinger is on deck. Eflin sets and he fires, and the ball is just inside. The count is now 3-2. Eflin sets, and the pitch is off the plate for ball 4. So that is a 2-out walk for the captain as he takes his gear off and heads to first base. The Yankees have runners at first and second. Once again, another runner in scoring position. Is Bellinger going to be able to get it done? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Time to freaking go. Bury these guys. Put your foot in their necks and stomp them. Don't give them the opportunity to come back like we did yesterday, like we did against the Angels 2 days ago or 3 days ago. Kick these guys' butts. They can't compete. Eflin is at 55 pitches in the second inning. And at this rate, his time in this game is going to be very short. Bellinger is 1 for 1 on the day. And the pitch is called strike 1 on the outside corner, a little bit off the plate, but go figure. And Belly's back in the box. And the pitch is way inside, bounces all the way to the backstop. Of course, Gary Sanchez's catch and kills weren't going to block that one. So Grisham and Judge advance to second and third. So Eflin is up to 56 pitches in the second inning. And the pitch catches the bottom of the zone. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is hit right back at Eflin, hits him in the glove. He drops it and recovers and fires to first to record the third out of the inning. But not before we have 2 home runs to bring our lead to 3-2 Donuts. Not enough. Yankees are 0 for 3 on the day with runners in scoring position. Go figure. You want to be a championship team, you got to do little things that make you champions. This ain't it. Yankees are not going to be able to home run their way through a World Series championship. Back to life. All right, folks, I will be stepping away from the keyboard for a few minutes and got to check on a baby. So talk to you in a few.
July savings are at the Home Depot. So liven up, brighten up, and level up your space this summer. Whatever you're working on, bring it all together with 4th of July savings at the Home Depot. Let's check out our T-Mobile coverage cam. Orioles leading off the third inning. This is what he did last night to lead off the eighth. A top-breaking and eventual game-winning home run. Speak for the home run in the stadium, right? Outside of Camden Yards. And I'm wondering how many stories did you do it? How many people did you bring up? How much appreciate it?
And Ramon Urias will be leading off. Schmidt sets, and the first pitch catches the outside corner for call, strike 1. Schmidt's pitch count is looking good, and he fires the next pitch. Urias swings over the top of it. Count is 0-2. Hey, Celia, D-Train. And Urias hits a ball. It is to left field. Dominguez is tracking it, and he makes the catch. Looks like he was having a little bit of difficulty with the sun, but makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Jackson Holiday is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is a cutter up high for ball 1. And the next pitch is, it was definitely in the zone, but the umpire had his head in his butt as usual and called it a ball. Count is now 2-0. And Schmidt fires it, and there is a swing and a miss on the sweeper. Count is now 2-1. Schmidt sets, and he brings the pitch. It is a knuckle curve that is fouled off. Count is evened at 2-2. And Schmidt sets, and he brings the pitch. This one is fouled off. curveball in true Schmidt fashion, not being able to put away another hitter that you have the advantage on. And Henderson, or Holiday, swings on and fouls the pitch off. Count is deuce. And the pitch is fouled off once again, and we are going to pitch number 8 of the at bat. Go figure. And the pitch is swung on and missed. So he got him on the cutter up and away. So that is 2 down for the inning. Colby Mayo is hitting .204 on the season with 3 RBIs and a .563 OPS. Mayo is pinch hitting for Westburg. And the pitch is hit to right field. Bellinger tracks it down and takes the can of corn for the 3rd out of the inning. That is a 1-2-3 inning. And Jazz, Dominguez, and Volpe will be up to bat.
Social Security started with a box. We're calling it Social Security University. APRP has worked with our nation's leaders for more than 65 years to make sure America keeps that promise. And that will never change. Because it's one of we will never stop fighting to protect and strengthen Social Security. Because in that's our promise. Since 1980, Nissan has been sending award-winning products for you right here in America. We're committed to keeping our lineup affordable and tariffs. That's not the lower than MSRP. That's the road and the back bar. So you can get the car you want at the price you want. Nissan's Uber at Nissan Summer Sales. We added a 12% APR finance for 50 months on 2025 Nissan Rover Top Driver.
And we are back to the broadcast. And Jazz Chisholm is up to bat. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike 1. Jazz is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in the first. And the next pitch is a 4-seamer that is way offside. Count is evened at 1-1. Next pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. Eflin is at 62 pitches. And Jazz fouls this pitch down the first line baseline weakly. Count is now deuce deuce. Where is your goose? And Eflin fires. The pitch is down. Change up in the dirt. Count is now 3-2. And the ball is hit straight to center field. Jazz gets a single, so will he be taken off? Nice line drive past a diving Henderson. And they are talking about Westberg leaving the game. May have been a headfirst sliding incident like Dominguez had last week. Dominguez is up and he takes a swing at the first pitch. Count is 0-1. And Eflin sets, and the pitch is just outside and low. Count is evened at 1-1. Dominguez in the box. He's ready. Eflin fires over to first. Jazz is back head first, safe. Sit with the baby, please.
I'm leaving. He's asleep, Dad.
And the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is in the dirt. Count is evened at deuce deuce. Chad is awfully quiet out there. You guys got nothing to say today? Say hey. And Eflin sets. He brings the pitch, and it is hit through the hole on the left-hand side. So Jazz is going to advance to third on the Dominguez single. So we will have runners at first and third with nobody out. So will the Yankees actually be able to score with a runner at third and nobody out? Anthony Volpe is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. And Volpe is 0 for his last 25, and the ball is tapped slowly down the third base line. A swinging bunt, and Volpe is going to beat it out for an infield single. So that is Volpe's first hit in his last 25 at-bats. And the bases are going to be juiced with Yankees. J.C. Escar is coming up to bat with the bases loaded. He is 1 for 1 on the day with a home run. And the first pitch from Eflin is inside for ball 1. Bases are loaded. Nobody out. It is a crooked number day. And the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. And the pitch is down and low. Count is now 3-0. Eflin is at 74 pitches and is on the ropes. Put this guy away. Let's be done with it. And the pitch is in there for call, strike one. Count is now 3-1. Does not appear that anyone is in the pen for the Orioles. So Eflin is going to have to suffer this one out. And the pitch is fired. This time it catches the inside corner. Count is now 3-2. Come on, JC. Let's do it. It'll be a changeup that tries to cut onto the inside part of the plate. And the pitch is hit to center field. Mullins is camped under in middle center field. And Jazz is tagging up and heading home. The throw is off a bit. Sanchez cannot hold on to the ball. And the pitcher or the runners are going to advance to second and third. So that is a sac fly for J.C. Escara. Runners at second and third. Mullins' throw to home was way offline. And Peraza hits a ball that's going to just dunk in the right field. And two more runs are going to score. So the Yankees are now leading 6-0 and some actual situational hitting. Nice hitting by Peraza. Yankees now lead 6-0. And Rice is up and swings on the first pitch and hits a fly ball to right field. Laureano catches it very easily for out number 2. So one pitch and one out. My personal complaint, Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. He is 2 for 2 on the day. Eflin is about to throw his 80th pitch of the game. And the pitch is down low. Sanchez shoots the ball at first base, trying to catch Peraza, but he is too late. And Eflin sets. Brings the pitch, and it is just off the plate. Count is 1-1. Grisham is 2 for 2 today with a single and a home run. Count is 1-1 and Eflin sets. And he brings the pitch. It is down low. Count is now 2-1. And Eflin sets. Grisham shows bunt, but the ball is down low and off the plate. Count is now 3-1. Eflin is at 83 pitches. Through 30 in the first inning, 29 in the second, and he is at 24 right now. Eflin sets and he fires, and the ball is hit to center field. Mullins is going to field it on a hop, and he gets the ball in quickly. Peraza is going to advance to third. So we once again have runners at first and third with 2 out. Are we going to be able to bring the run in? Eflin is at 84 pitches. Judge is 0 for 0 on the day with 2 base on balls. And the pitch is inside for ball 1. It looks like Andrew Kittredge is warming up in the bullpen for the Orioles. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. And the second pitch is a sweeper swung on. Count is 1-2. Don't go out like this, Judge. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is chop foul. It's going to remain 1-2. For those of you just joined the game, we are in the bottom of the third. Yankees lead 6-0. Yankees have runners at first and third with 2 outs and a 1-2 count on the cap. Zach Eflin is on the bump. He's thrown 88 pitches so far and is not looking too good. The captain may be his last actual batter. And Eflin fires, and the sweeper is just off the plate. Judge has a little bit of patience, and it brings the count to 2-2. La 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 la. Let's get some sweet music in there. And the pitch is swung on and missed for a strikeout. Right down the heart of Broadway, and he just did not have it. But the Yankees score 3 runs in the inning to take our lead to 6-0. So let's go. This is what I'm talking about. Put your foot in their necks and keep stomping. Don't let them breathe. Don't let them get back in the game. This team is weak, and we should have kicked the crap out of them yesterday. Let's go. And I shall return. Please call 837-1635. Orioles baseball is brought to you by Baltimore area Toyota dealers. And it's game on Toyota.
Visit your local Baltimore area Toyota dealer or check out buyatoyota.com. 86-degree day here in France. Syracuse did at the ballpark as well. So they got a bunch of the Syracuse hats. Yankees, Syracuse University hats. It's Jaws weekend. 50th anniversary of Jaws. Yesterday was Superman there. Probably lots of product placement at the stadium. Lots of different tie-ins going on. I haven't seen it yet. No. Well, I've been looking. Maybe it's there. About the page. Not even actually about this. That's part of it. I thought, since you have
Sorry, I'm getting back a tad late.
We are 3 pitches deep, and the count is 2-1 on Henderson. And the pitch is swung on and hit at Peraza. He fields it cleanly and shoots it over to Rice to record the first out of the inning. Nice play by Peraza. And Schmidt fires one right down the heart of Broadway for a call. Strike one. Next pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And the next pitch is a sweeper down low. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And it is obviously hot. And the pitch hits O'Hearn, and he is heading to first base. Looks like it clipped him right on the top of the foot. The first Orioles to be hit 5 times this year. Slow walk down first with Anthony Sanders. Well, player for such like and the pitch is right down the gut. Call strike one. Lariano is 0 for 1 today with a pop out in the first. And the pitch is fouled off. The count is now 0-2. And Schmidt steps off the rubber. And Schmidt sets and he fires. And the pitch is swung on and tipped into the glove for the second out of the inning.
Orioles All-Stars. All-Stars splash for the bird and can press there as well. Games at 11:35 p.m. More information, go to Orioles.com.
And the first pitch is in there for call, strike one.
Struck out in the second inning. Had a good night yesterday. He was hit by a single, reached twice.
And the next pitch is popped into right field. Bellinger is tracking it, and he catches it for the third out of the inning, and that is going to put us headed to the bottom of the fourth, where we will have Bellinger, Grisham, and Dominguez coming up to bat. And we are in a commercial break. And we are back. And it looks like Andrew Kittredge is coming into the game to take over the pitching responsibilities. He has a 5.23 ERA with a 2.79 opponent batting average. He averages 10.5 strikeouts per game. And the first pitch is into Bellinger, a sinker for call, strike one. And Kittredge sets and fires, and the pitch is in the dirt. Count is now 1-1. And the pitch is up and away. Count is now 2-1. And the next pitch is a slider in the dirt. Count is now 3-1. La 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 la. And the pitch is hit sharply to the first baseman, O'Hearn. He flips it to Kittredge, covering the bag, and that is the first out of the inning. Jazz is coming up to bat. And Kittredge sets and he fires and pitches inside for ball one. The next pitch is hit to left field, and it is caught. So that is the second out of the inning. Jason Dominguez is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike one. And the count is evened up at 1-1. Next pitch is down and away. Count is now 2-1. And the next pitch is swung on, and this count is now evened at deuce. Kittredge sets and fires. This time, Dominguez fouls it sharply down the first base line. The count is going to remain 2-2. And the pitch is down. Now count is now full, 3-2. And Dominguez chops it to first base, so Hearn flips it to Kittredge for the third out of the inning. And we are heading to the top of 5. Sanchez, Mullins, and Urias will be up to bat in the top of the 5th inning. And we are back to the stream.
So, Orioles.com/tickets. We'll see you next Saturday at 4:05. Iron Man himself. Very, very cool off of that.
And the first pitch is down for ball one. Sanchez is 0 for 2 on the day. Schmidt fires the first pitch that is inside. Count is 2-0. And the next pitch catches the outside corner. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway to be called strike two. Count is evened at 2-2. And the pitch is swung on and hit to Volpe. Volpe fields it cleanly and shoots it across the diamond to Rice to record the first out of the inning. Rice is at 70 pitches. And Mullins is coming up to bat. Historically, Mullins has been a Yankee killer, but he is 0 for 1 on the day. And the pitch is hit to right field. Cody is tracking it and catches the can of corn just short of the warning track. One pitch and one out. So that is the second out of the inning. Urias is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day. And Clark sets and he fires, and the first pitch is fouled off by Urias. Count is 0-1. Hey, Landon, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. And the pitch is ball one off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. And Schmidt sets and fires, and the ball is hit to center field. Grisham is camping and waiting on it, and that is the third out of the game or inning. And that goes 1-2-3. As we head to the bottom of 5, we will have Volpe, Escara, and Peraza coming up to bat. For those of you that are here, if you have not, hey, John the Beagle Dad, appreciate you being here. If you have not, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share this channel out. We are at 131 subscribers and would like to reach our next milestone of 151 sometime within the next century. Any help that y'all can provide to help us meet that mark would be most appreciated. For those who are just coming into the stream, we are in the bottom of the 5th. The Yankees lead 5-0. Zach Eflin, the starter for the Orioles, was knocked out after 3. Yankees have had some situational hitting, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some home runs, and are looking pretty good. Clark Schmidt is actually able to close some hitters. At this point, Yankees are looking pretty good to do well in this game, so most appreciated. And we are back to the broadcast. And Kittredge sets, and he brings the first pitch to Volpe, which is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Volpe broke an 0 for 25 streak in his last at bat with a swinging bunt. The next pitch is down to Volpe, a slider. So the count is evened at 1-1. Kittredge sets and he fires, and the next pitch is down. Count is now 2-1. And the next pitch is a slider just on the inside corner. Called strike two. Count is deuce. And the next pitch is hit down the right field line. And that one is going, and gone. Volpe hits a solo shot home run to the right field stands. Nice catch by the fan. And J.C. Escara takes the first pitch and he hits it foul down the left field line. Third baseman and the left fielder chasing it, but it's going to make the stands. Beagle Dad, he didn't say that he was going to be out of the game today. He said he was going to be out this weekend. So I would assume that Volpe won't be playing tomorrow. And Kittredge sets. Brings the pitch to Escara, and that one is off of the second baseman's glove and is going to go into right field. That is JC's second hit of the game. And Peraza steps up to the plate. First pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Okay, apparently they give Holiday an error, E4. And the next pitch is a slider that is fouled in the dirt. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is swung on and missed by Escara to record the first out of the inning. So if you're a Yankee fan that has had an upside down smile, turn that frown upside down and get happy. And the pitch to Rice is a slider for call, strike one. The pitch from Kittredge is just off the plate. Count is 1-1. Kittredge is 27 pitches deep in this game. Rice is 1 for 3 on the day. And the pitch is a sinker down in the dirt. And the pitch is hit to center field. Mullins is going back. He's tracking it. And this one is going to bounce off the wall, skip past Mullins. Escara is going to score. And Rice is going to make it all the way to third. So that will be a stand-up triple. So the Yankees now take an 8-0 lead. And we have Trent Grisham stepping up to bat. Four-seamer right down the gut. For call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is painted on the outside corner. Count is now 0-2. Grisham is 3 for 3 on the day. Grisham has a solo home run and 2 singles. Kittredge sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is down low. Count is 1-2. Actually, they said that he did not check his swing, and that's crap because he did. So Grisham is rung up by the third base umpire. The captain is up to bat. All rise. Blewett is warming up in the bullpen, and the first pitch to Judge is a call, strike one down low. Next pitch is hit sharply to the third baseman, who fires across the diamond. O'Hearn catches it to retire the side.
Oasis Breeze 10 and Star. Or we can look at some investment options.
So how are we feeling? We are headed to the top of the sixth. Yankees are looking good so far. Like I said, keep sticking it to them. Don't let them back in the game. Don't let them breathe. Take their souls.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting a big man, and you need protection bad. Easy, big opium, not too fast, baby. So don't settle for just any insurance with that State Farm.
Saturday, Marble Day, Orioles team, they raised a 4 or 5 for 20,000 fans. Zone safety campaign. Join us and experience the Marble Universe at Oriole Park. Orioles.com/tickets. Like I said, I will have figured out which of it you start this week corresponds to the board. I'll have it all in up there. Excited.
And Holiday is coming up to bat. He is 0-for-2 on the afternoon. And the first pitch is a sweeper off the plate. Count is 1-0. Schmidt sets, and the next pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Schmidt sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is hit to center field. Grisham drifts for it and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Schmidt has been painting the strike zone today. And the pitch is popped up. Rice is tracing it down in foul territory and makes the play for the second out. And Henderson takes ball one down low. And Smith sets and fires. This time the ball is chopped just foul on the first base line. Count is 1-1.
So there is 14 and any cents. A lot of covers today, a little more cover usage even than normal.
And the pitch is hit sharply to Peraza. He fills it and shoots it to Rice to record the third out of the inning. That is 1-2-3. CT, you trader, welcome back to the stream. Hey, Ray, welcome to the stream. Appreciate y'all being here. No loyalty, brother. No loyalty whatsoever. It's like the reason that you don't go to a drive-through. You're right, Sean. Clark is dealing today. Wheeling and dealing. And if you have not, please hit the like button. subscribe, and share this channel out if you have not done so. Most appreciated for y'all's efforts. Thank you for taking time for spending your part of your busy Saturday here with me on Yankees The Ugly Truth, doing the live play-by-play. Hey, Dev. Dev, that's like pimping, man. Really, it's only my pinky. Scott Blewett is coming in. Blewett handled the Yankee lineup yesterday for 2 innings. And the first pitch to Bellinger is swung on. Foul. Count is strike 1. Next pitch is swung on. Splitter is missed cleanly. Count is 0-2. Bellinger takes time out. He is back in the box. And the pitch is hit to O'Hearn. O'Hearn flips it to Blewett to record the first out of the inning. CT, you should wear a garter so that they can stick a dollar bill in your freaking sash, brother. Your name is no longer CT, it is CG. Call girl. And the pitch to Jazz is popped up. Mullins camps under it and records the third or second out of the inning. And my most famous one pitch outs that I love so damn much. And Dominguez is up, and the first pitch is out of the strike zone. High for ball 1. Next pitch is down low for ball 2. Count is 2-0. La 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 la. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is now 3-0. Looks like there is a steady breeze at the stadium. And the pitch is fired right down the heart of Broadway for the standard call, strike 1. Blewett sets and he fires. The next pitch is called, strike 2. Count is now 3-2. For those of you just joining the stream, we are in the bottom of 6. Yankees lead 8-0. And the pitch is fouled off. There are no runners on and 2 outs and a full count to Jason Dominguez, the Martian. And Blewett brings the pitch, and Dominguez fouls it off. We're coming up to the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Blewett sets and he fires, and Dominguez fouls this one off. Are we going to see a splitter coming soon? I think so. And Blewett sets, he fires, and the ball is fouled off again. And Blewett sets, brings the pitch, and it is up and out of the strike zone for ball 4. And Anthony Volpe is coming up to bat. He is 2 for 3 on the day with a infield single and a home run. And the first pitch is a slider in there for call, strike 1. And the pitch is in there. Volpe fouls it off. Count is 0-2. And Blewett sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is fouled away again. Count remains 0-2. And Blewett sets. He brings the pitch, and it is hit a little flare into right field. So Dominguez is going to advance all the way to third on the bloop hit by Volpe. We will have runners at first and third with 2 outs. And J.C. Escarra will be coming up to bat. So that is Volpe's third hit of the afternoon. La 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 la. Blewett sets. Escarra is in the box waiting, and the ball is inside for ball 1. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. And Blewett sets, and he fires, and this time Escarra chops the ball weakly foul down the first base line. Count is now 1-1. Hey, Michael Joyner, how you doing? And the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-1 to JC. And the pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count evens up at 2-2.
most notable public address voice in
And Blewett sets and fires. The pitch is down in the dirt, a splitter. Count is now 3-2. That's a hell of a name for a relief pitcher, Blewett. And it looks like Yanir Cano is warming up in the bullpen for Baltimore. And Blewett sets, and the pitch is fouled off straight back to the backstop. Count remains 3-2. Blewett sets, and the pitch is hit to left center field. It is going to drop in there, and Dominguez is going to score. Volpe advances to third, so we once again have runners at first and third with 2 outs. And Oswald Peraza is coming up to bat. Volpe was heading home, but Rojas actually halted him in his tracks. Oh, CT, you're actually here? I figured you'd be out in other rooms collecting dollar bills in your garter.
Never got a complaint, but he said he'd get a lot of tips. So he started substitute teaching, delivery, contract work, baseball coaching. Will then help me down.
Peraza is 1 for 3 on the day with a 2-run single in the third, and the first pitch is in there for call, strike 1. Patty cake, Baker's man. Blewett keeps throwing to the can, and Ascara or Peraza fouls this one off. Count is now 0-2. And the ball is grounded to Holiday, flip to Henderson to record the third out at second inning, but not before the Yankees bring another run across. Yankees are now leading 9-0 as we head to the top of 7, and O'Hearn, Laureano, and Kaiser will be coming up to bat. I'm going to be stepping away from the screen for a sec. I will be right back. Got to check on a young man.
No fees.
No, it's Excuse me, sir. The captain needs you back.
Visit Annapolis. Using improvements, tools, boat shows, and more. summer getaway and visit Minneapolis to the Orioles. And it's real fresh, real fast. His way through 6 no-hit innings. It looked like a possible pitch first, but he settled down, worked around 2 walks, and a hit batter through his first 6.
And we are back. Looks like JT Brubaker is warming up in the pen. And the first pitch is just outside for ball 1. And Schmidt is 83 pitches deep. He sets and he fires, and the second pitch is a cutter up out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. O'Hearn is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout and a hit by pitch. And the next pitch is a sinker that flies way outside. Count is now 3-0. And the pitch is fired right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 1. Count is 3-1. And Schmidt fires, and this time the ball is fouled straight back to the backstop. Count is now 3-2. And Schmidt sets and he fires, and the ball is fouled off. Count is still 3-2. Schmidt is at 88 pitches. And the pitch is fouled off. A cutter once again. Count remains 3-2. And Clark sets, and the pitch is hit to left field. Dominguez is tracking it, can of corn, and he records the out for the first out of the inning. And for those of you Yankee fans out there, All-Star voting is open, so don't forget to vote for your favorite players to make the All-Star team this year. Aaron Boone will be and the first pitch is a cutter for strike 1. Boone will be the AL All-Star manager, and the honorary manager is going to be Joe Torre. The next pitch is fouled off. Count is now 0-2. Nice cutter that was right there. Laureano is 0 for 2 on the day with a pop out and a strikeout. And the next pitch is just up. Called ball. Count is now 1-2. Batter steps out of the box. Is granted timeout. Back in, and Schmidt sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled sharply down the third base line. Gets past the ball girl and is rolling all the way to the left field corner. And Boone or Schmidt sets. He fires the slider or the sweeper is way off the plate. Count is now deuce deuce. And Schmidt sets and he fires, and the ball is popped out to Jazz, and Jazz fields it to record the second out of the inning. Schmidt is at 96 pitches. Colton Cowser is due up. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a flyout. And Schmidt sets. The first pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Schmidt sets and fires, and the sweeper catches the outside corner, evens us up at 1-1. And the pitch is in there. Called strike two. I think that Clark got a little bit of a get on that one. It was a bit high. Count is 1-2 on Cowser. And in true Yankee fashion, the Death Star siren is going off. All the fans are up looking for that K. And the pitch is a knuckle curve just down low. Count evens up at deuce deuce. And the next pitch is fired up and out of the strike zone for ball three. That was a 94-mile-an-hour four-seamer. So the count is full. And the cutter is fouled off. It's going to make the stands. Count remains 3-2. And it looks like Brubaker is definitely warmed up and ready to come into the game. And the pitch is popped up to shallow left field. Dominguez is closing in on it and catches it to record the third out of the inning. That is another 1-2-3. Schmidt is at 103 pitches. Obviously, that was Clark Schmidt's last hitter. You can do nothing but tip your hat to Clark. That is 103 pitches that he threw for today, 7 shutout innings, and no hits. The only runners that they had were 2 walks and a hit by pitch. So, Clark Schmidt, I will tip my hat to you because I've been one of your biggest advocates as far as being a starting pitcher, but you shine today. Yep, Sean. Like I said, definitely have to tip the hat to Clark.
Throughout the game, select fans will receive our leader signed and authenticated bobblehead. It's 1 week from today, as part of Marble Day at Cayman Yards. Orioles.com/tickets.
And we're back to the game. Looks like Yanar Cano is coming up. He's replacing Blewett. Cano has a 4.91 ERA. Opponents are hitting 290 against him. He averages 9.8 strikeouts per nine and has given up 4 home runs on the season. And the hitters are going to be Rice, Grisham, and Judge for the bottom of 7. La 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 la. It is time to finish snapping their necks. Get to it. Let's do it. Like I said, we should have demolished them this badly yesterday. And the Yankees have no one up in the pen, so that means that JD Brubaker is definitely coming in, and the first pitch is down there just a tad bit low for call ball 1. Rice has 2 for 4 with a homer, a triple, and 2 RBIs. And the pitch is down inside once again, another sinker. Count is 2-0. Cano fires and is given a gift by the umpire because that was definitely a ball, but he calls it strike 1. Count is now 2-1. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is now deuce. And the pitch is fouled off. Rice is looking for his third hit of the game, and the pitch is down low. Count is now 3-2. And the pitch is fired and swung on and missed by Rice. Count first out of the inning. And Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. And Cano sets. He fires the pitch to Grisham. That is a four-seamer that catches the outside corner for call, strike one. Grisham has a solo homer, two singles, and a strikeout. So he is 3 for 4 on the day. And the pitch is swung on and missed. 96-mile-an-hour sinker. The count is 0-2. Grisham takes a step out of the bag or out of the box. Grisham is back in the box, and the pitch laces the inside corner for call, strike three. And that is the second out of the inning. Judge is in the box. All rise. And the first pitch is a slider swung over the top of for strike one. Count is 0-1. And Brubaker is seen out in the bullpen loosening up some more. And the pitch by Judge is fouled off. Count is now 0-2. Cano sets. And he brings the pitch. It is just down. Call it, or the count is now 1-2. And Cano fires, and Judge swings on the pitch and fouls it sharply down the third base line. And we are going to hold at 1-2. And Judge strikes out. So we are headed to the top of 8. Yankees lead 9-0. And we have Sanchez, Mullins, and Urias coming up to bat.
Please call 376-355.
And JT Brubaker is coming on in the game. His ERA is 2.95. Opponents are hitting 141 against him. He averages 7.2 strikeouts per nine. And Brubaker fires the first pitch, misses just a bit high. And the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is evened at 1-up. And the second pitch is high, ball two. Count is now down 2-2. And the next pitch is a slider that catches the inside corner, called strike two. Count is evened at deuce. Sanchez is 0 for 2 on the day. Brubaker sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is check swing. Umpire at first says no, so it is now 3-2. Brubaker sets and fires, and the ball is hit into center field in front of Trent Grisham. That is the first Orioles hit of the game. And the first pitch is fouled off down the right field line. Count is 0-1 on Mullins. And the next pitch is hit sharply to Rice, who shoots it to Volpe to record the out at second. Not enough time to do the double play, so Mullins is at first base with 1 out. And the pitch is called strike one. Nice sinker from Brubaker. And the next pitch is a slider that is down low. Count is even at 1-1. Urias is 0 for 2 on the day with a flyout and a lineout.
There's a Super Bowl campus on Monday. Test drive to do a Hyundai today on the Hyundai dealer. Schedules for Tim Baker, first big game in 3 years. First back with the Aces ends in the bottom of JC was smart. It's like a strap of it. Stars had a lot sack fly, reaching in there. And probably a second primitive race sports.
And the pitch is in there and fouled off. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is fouled down the third base line. Count remains 1-2.
Still have a chance to take a series tomorrow morning. First pitch will be at 11:35 a.m. and the game is streaming on also access TV.
And the pitch is a slider down in the dirt, evens the count up at 2-2. Brubaker sit, and the pitch is up and in. The count is now full. And the count is foul, or the pitch is a sinker that is fouled off. Count remains 3-2. We are headed to the 8th pitch of the at bat. Looks like Gregory Soto is warming up in the bullpen for the O's. And the pitch is hit to right field. Bellinger is waiting for it for the second out of the inning. And the first pitch is down low for ball one. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. And Brubaker sets and he fires. Changeup is just a bit low. Count is now 2-1. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is still 2-2. And in true Yankee fashion, the Death Star alarm is sounding. And the pitch is in the dirt. Count is now 3-2. Holiday is back in the box. And the pitch is up and away, and Holiday is going to walk. That's going to put runners at first and second. And Escara is going out to the mound to have a chat with Brubaker.
Instead of this amazing streak, the Orioles have now lost in 154 straight games, was one behind. The franchise record set between June 23rd, 1955 and June 24th, 1956. The second longest streak in the majors by the Orioles 154, Diamondbacks 64, and the Yankees at 40. So the Orioles team does 1-1. This is that game. And second game is with A. Now they're trying to get him up.
And the pitch is a sinker that is called. Strike one on the outside corner. Count is 0-1 to Mayo. Mayo is 0 for 2 on the day. And the pitch is swung on and missed. The slider had the bottom fall out of it. The count is now 0-2. Let's go Yankees. And the pitch is hit. Peraza is tracking it, and he records the third out of the inning.
She spelled her twins' name names.
Kids are so expensive these days.
Police freeze to install. Or we can look at some investment options here.
So our money is artists. Now, it's a great deal. Upcoming schedule is brought to you by Science and Kirk. You lawyer? Contact Science and Kirk. Visit youthavelawyer.com tomorrow morning. Also on the Orioles Radio Network.
And we are back to the stream. And Belly is up, and the first pitch is thrown by Vasquez is an ephus pitch. So they have a positional player in, and Belly hits a shot to the third baseman who fires it across the dugout for the first out. And the pitch is into Jazz. It is a floater, ball one. And the next pitch is another floater off, ball two. And the next pitch is a floater way out of the strike zone for ball four. And Jason Dominguez is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is a changeup in their call, strike one. That was 41 miles per hour. And the pitch is swung on and hit to the shortstop. Henderson steps on second and shoots it to first to end the inning with a double play. As we head to the top of the ninth, Gunnar Henderson, Ryan O'Hearn, and Dylan Carlson will be coming up to bat. And we are in a commercial break. For those of you that haven't, please hit your like button, subscribe, and share this channel out. We are at 131 subscribers. Any help that you can provide in helping us reach our milestone of 150 would be most appreciated. Following this game, shoot over to NY Yankee Mania with Joe for the post-game review. We are heading into the ninth inning, and Gunnar Henderson will be up to bat. JT Brubaker is still on the bump. And the pitch is fired in there, sinker down low for ball one. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is evened at 1-1. And Brubaker fires. Pitch is just inside for ball one. Count is 2-1. And Brubaker sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is now deuce. CT, how would you know it's a great job? You hadn't been here. And the next pitch is inside for ball three. Count is now 3-2. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. Beautiful changeup that just ran off the plate for Brubaker. And that is the first out of the top of the ninth. All I want you to shoot me a photograph with your pink freaking garter belt. And the pitch is down in the dirt for ball one. Count is 1-0 on O'Hearn. O'Hearn is 0 for 2 with a strikeout, a flyout, and a hit by pitch. And the pitch is swung on and hit to left field. Dominguez is closing in on it and takes that can of corn and puts it away for the second out of the inning. And this is the last possible out for the Orioles to end this game. Dylan Carlson, he is hitting .253 on the year, 4 home runs, 12 RBIs, and a .705 OPS. Brubaker is at 33 pitches, and he fires the first pitch, a sinker up and in for ball 1. He buzzed the tower just a bit. And Brubaker sits and he fouls the pitch off, or the Carlson fouls the pitch off. Count is 1-1. All right, CT. If you're that sexy, then I want to hear you singing "I'm Too Sexy for My Body" on your video with your pink petticoat or garter belt. Brubaker sets, and he fires the pitch. It is chopped to Rice, who steps on the bag to record the third out. And that is it. The Yankees win 9-0. Box score reads 9 runs, 14 hits, and no errors. The O's line is no runs on 1 hit and 2 errors. And of course, the culprit who broke up our combined no-hitter was Gary Sanchez. Another fantastic win. Hopefully this is going to lead us to good things here. We have the chance to take the series tomorrow. Game time is going to be early. It's going to be at 11:35 tomorrow morning. I will be calling the play-by-play, so I want to extend my thanks and my appreciation for everyone who was in the stream, who participated, who took time out of their busy Saturday to support this channel. Before you leave and I shut this stream down, programming note. We have a post-game show on NY Yankees Mania with Joe. So I encourage you to go over to that stream and check it out. And then sometime this evening, Late Night with Jason Custodio has another post-game, but he got interesting aspects with regard to player stats, trivia, and post-game interviews. So I recommend checking both those streams out. And like I said, I want to extend my thanks and appreciation to all y'all, because you guys are what makes this channel happen and why we do what we do. Have a great night. Let's go Yankees, and I will see you in the funny papers.